Welcome friends, this is Julie Norman, and today we're going to talk about the setup for November. And perhaps you've already set up your Novembers or haven't thought about it yet, or maybe you don't have to set up monthly, which is totally okay. We all do it our own way. And I am going to go back into the rooster. I had mentioned before that I had to set them aside a little bit because I had monthly worded traveler's notebooks, and I'll show you, such as this. I wanted to use October in October. Okay, before I get into too much, my name is Julie Norman, and I put up planner and planner-related videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, so I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you'll stay a little bit more. You can subscribe or hit the notification bell. Please like it if you get something out of this video. It really helps out a lot, especially as a new channel. Well, not exactly new, but a smaller channel, shall I say. Anyway, for November, I will be again using my Traveler's Notebook, and this is a cover which is for narrows, but it fits the wide, and so the notebooks in here are narrow and wide. Why do I have this out? I'll tell you in a minute, because that is October, and you know I'm not doing Silk and Sonder anymore. So I did put this sticker. I don't really like this sticker on here, but here is an issue that I'm having. This is getting worn, so I'm going to be looking for a new cover, and I'm going to retire this and make it into a cover for my retired past notebooks. So I'd love recommendations of a Traveler's Notebook cover if you have them, and one that will be flexible. I don't really like the stiff binding. I like it when it's soft, because then I can squish more in there, and if I have less books, it's not so thick. I will be doing some research too, but I would love to know if you have one that you know of. So let's get into this. Now, once again, I've got my mileage log, and then I have my weeklies, and this is weeklies, and again, these are tools. And for me, when I'm done with the day, I rip it out the page and it's out of here, because I don't want to be carrying my past around. It's just psychological for me. So here is how I have it set up. Here's the week of Thanksgiving, and I have it on a vertical spread. My setup, my rough draft for how the days are going to go. So later on, I will be putting like the menu, and I usually put in a list of the sequence of foods that have to go when and when have to be prepped for the day. So there is a lot going on, and I'll probably have to do grocery shopping. So this will all be filled in as we go. And I have a second one, if you remember, the Paper Penguin perforated notebook. I will link above so you can see that unboxed. I did that again in here. Here's my next one, and this one will take me through to, let's see, April 2021. And of course, this will be out as long as I've used this all up. Just a little flip through of how my October was. I did put in these habit trackers from my Silk and Sonder. This is for my health. But one thing about this is that it takes up so much space, and I think the information in here doesn't need to take up that much space. And when I set this guy up, it's a lot more compact, and let's go into that. So here it is, the Rooster Journal for November, and my setup. I showed this in a previous video for my Preptober NaNoWriMo setup, and I will link that for you so you can take a look. But this is my goal for NaNoWriMo, how many words I have to write in a day to get to my goal. And I put in the front of this one, this is the first time, guys, that I've done this, all these custom trackers. It's almost like a bullet journal, like a more of officially bullet journal. So I hope this works out. Otherwise, I spent a lot of time prepping for nothing. I have my little goals, and here's what I want to track. So you see here what I have. This is okay, if you didn't know this about me, I'm a type 1 diabetic and autoimmune issues, and I have a video about planning with chronic illness. It's basically this gone vertical, or actually, yeah, vertical, because I have one for each day of the week, and then I can mark the same information that's here into here, and then the information that's on this page will go here. So you can see how 4 pages go into one, and it's a very, very simple setup. There's nothing fancy about this. All it is just grids. And basically, I check my blood sugars. I want to make sure I have meds and insulin and vitamins. And then any symptoms and how I'm feeling right here. Another thing I'd like to track is my sleep. So I numbered this from 9 p.m. till 9 a.m. And if I need more sleep than that, I'll just, whatever. That's going to be really rare, but who knows? And the days of the month. And then I did this because we got an elliptical machine and I really want to get going on that. So every day that I do it, I can color that honeycomb in. Yeah, I did draw it myself. It is a little bit not perfect, but it's done. So all of that stuff that I can track is basically my NaNoWriMo goal, this stuff, and so those are the main things throughout the month. Now, then I did something fun, because in the Silk & Sonder, one of my favorite things that they did in here is the self-care bingo. But I hardly ever open this up and to look at it because I'm really, really into my traveler's notebook. And I thought, well, let's set this up. Let's do my own. So I'm going to do this. So I have a home care bingo for November. And I've listed out all of the things that I want to do. I want to get done during the month of November. There are several times where I say do the bathroom in the entry. Because there is a sink in the entryway. That's why I put those together. Run to the garbage. We have to bring our garbage to the garbage place because we live so rural. And dust. To work outside, pay bills, do something in the basement. That place needs some help. Clean the shower, all of those things. And I have little prizes for getting bingos. So it's supposed to make my home care feel more fun, right? So we'll see if that works. Now on the other side, I love bingo. And I'm going to do a holiday prep because while I'm in NaNoWriMo and focusing on the writing, I know that I have to do some preparation. And yes, some of this will run over into December, but things such as doing the Christmas letter, I might have to start doing it in November, or finding some gifts, mailing them off, figuring out that. So I'm going to do that. And if I need more time on this, I can always just cut this out, move it over, or just keep 2 books in here. I don't know when I will be migrating into this book, because right now we are at the end of November, and I am at the middle of October book. So there will be a time when I have both of these Traveler's Notebooks in here, because when November starts, I'm starting this tracking, and then but I'll be still journaling in here. So I figure the same thing will happen into December, where I will be still journaling in this book, but it'll turn over into December. We'll see how that works, and I will update you on how it goes. So I would love to hear how your preps are going for November, and what are you planning on? Are you going to have some fun Thanksgiving, or are we social distancing? Are we doing turkey? Are we doing ham? Or vegetarian? Do you do that? I don't know yet. But I know this weekend we're going to make tamales, so I love to stock our freezer with tamales. Anyway, that is the November setup. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for coming along with me today, and have a joyful day. P.S. I have some new favorite pens. Now, when I did the video on pen test for the Silk & Sonder paper, I had purchased a bunch of pens that I hadn't tried before. It was a good excuse to do it, and I needed some more pens because I was getting low. I have some out of there that I've been using, which I didn't expect, but these are my favorite ones now. These Sharpies, man, these Sharpie pens. Okay, these are the Sharpie pens, guys, and I was hesitant because in my video, these guys, they ghosted in the Silk & Sonder. In the Traveler's Notebook that are Planner Perfect that I have, they don't ghost. I really hope that they don't ghost or anything in other ones, but right now these are working really good. They write so well. Another one that I really love, which I did refer to it in the video, is this one, the Tombow. And this came in a pack of 2. So the pack of 2 were these, and they both write black, and this is an issue that I mentioned before. And the difference is this is more of a brushy pen, the black one, but the blue one, is that one? Blue one, is more just like a felt tip marker, and I really enjoy working with this one. It's got a nice writing tip to it and a nice flow to it. So just want to let you know, those are my favorite ones. Please let me know what your favorite pens are. I would love to try different ones. So thank you for watching to the end here, guys. Have a joyful day. Goodbye.